Hi there Aries, welcome back to Wild Lotus Tarot. This will be your weekly intuitive tarot reading for July 13th through to the 19th. Let's see what's in store for you Aries. Getting your oracle card now from the Work Your Light deck to see what your overarching theme or message may be. We'll take that one. Awakening, energetic upgrades, a new way of being, integration. Well, ain't that true Aries? That card is coming out all over the place. In fact, I think you may have got it last week. I'll have to look back. Definitely feeling that. So much going on here in the world, and sometimes it's through those times of hardship, those personal, challenges. That's very transformative. I mean, transformation and awakening doesn't happen when everything is just going along as business as usual. I mean, it can happen spontaneously, but generally it's because we're meeting our edge, going into the depths, doing the shadow work, that kind of thing. We have got Sarasara. Sorry, I'm terrible at pronouncing that, but that is the crown chakra, guys, which absolutely is a match for that awakening card. Do pay greater attention to the downloads, the visions, what might be coming through in your dreams this week. So let's get out your tarot cards. Going now for your recent past. Ace of Pentacles. Some of you might have had new opportunities come your way or some kind of financial reward. Gosh, I really hope so, Aries, in the time that we're in. Let's get your current or focus energy out. And of course the clarifiers which we'll draw can change that message. So let's put the picture together. Current or focus energy for Aries, please. See what they are journeying for this week. That's too many there, Aries. That was flipping. Ooh, King of Wands. I mean, it could be a Leo, or this could be your energy really stepping up. Maybe into entrepreneur mode. Feeling work and business so far. Maybe an awakening to how you can increase your potential in your job, in your business. Hey Aries, don't you get a lot of those kind of readings? You are the go-getters. Let's get out your near future outcome energy. Five of Cups and the Page of Swords. Okay, well, you know what? It's time to move on from any lamenting the past, energetic charge of what hasn't worked out, because there are new things that really want to come through for you, Aries. We've got Nine of Wands at the bottom of this deck, which can be the almost but not quite, releasing the burden, the weight, the ties of the past. And I think it's really time for you to complete that, let go what is, holding you back, what's weighing you down. 10 of Wands weighing you down, what is clouding your vision. Because it's time to have vision and clarity and see the opportunities. I mean, the King of Wands does not miss a beat, right? Always eyes on the prize. Let's get the clarifiers. First, starting with the clarifiers for the Ace of Wands. So we're really not worried about what hasn't worked out this week, Aries. We're fully focused on what we can do with what's presenting itself to you now. Two of Wands, which is potentially a new pathway. Anything is possible with the Two of Wands. It's about seeing that you have the whole world of opportunities open to you. Let's clarify the King of Wands. Okay, they've dropped on the table, so we will take those ones. We have the Queen of Swords. Yep, time to have that vision and clarity. Three of Crystals to realize that you can create, build, rebuild what it is that you desire using that Ace of Pentacles. Let's get the Five of Cups out. Queen of Pentacles. Lots of King and Queen energy here, guys. So, guess who's at the bottom of the deck? Has to make an appearance. You, Aries, the Emperor. Yeah, look, I'm feeling a lot of Aries energy in this reading. A lot of go-getter, entrepreneur sort of energy. Like, it doesn't have to be linked to solely to work and business. It can just be, okay, I've got something in my life that I really want to build and create. well, this energy is there for that this week, Aries, but I feel like it's going to happen from a very much a business savvy kind of in project manager mode this week. I think, you know, King of Wands and all the Queen energy you've got here, it's like, I'm going to make this happen, and even if it is a personal project, I'm going to be in my Aries kind of militant way of getting it done. Yeah, like I said, you've got very much awakening energy here, guys. I think that's been a theme for you for a while, definitely going through those energetic upgrades, and this could be giving you the downloads, the insights, the visions of whatever it is that you're trying to create here. Maybe it's come through those means. Either way, definitely tapping into that, you know, taking time out to meditate, to pause and reflect, because it's kind of saying here that there might be those gifts, those ideas coming through from that source this week. So let's have a look in your recent past, Aries. We've got the Two of Wands and the Ace of Pentacles. Yeah, I mean, I feel like in the recent past, some of you have been potentially tempted to go a different way. Like I said, I am feeling more work and career. The Two of Wands can be sort of being at that crossroads, or going through a bit of a life review and now going, well, I really just, you know, want to do what lights me up. King of Wands, you know, I want to be seen in all my glory. I want to do something that I know I'm good at, that's online with my passion and purpose. That could be the awakening that you've had here. It's very much the energy of assessing the past and then really sort of thinking about, well, where do I want to move into in the future? And there's kind of this message with the Two of Wands of sometimes we have to leave a comfort zone to get it right. If we do what we always did, we get what we always got. If we stay in the same energy, generally we attract the same energy. So there's kind of a sense here, Aries, of what are you willing to do to get the reward, to gain, to go the next level? What are you willing to do? Are you willing to leave a comfort zone? And a comfort zone could be a physical comfort zone. Some of you, it might be a self-limiting relationship. For some of you, it might be, you know, leaving an employed position or a job to jump out on your own into entrepreneurship, King of Wands. It can be letting go of a pattern of self-sabotage or a self-limiting belief, a belief that we're too small, that we can't do things. All of that kind of stuff, guys, you know, it's sort of saying here that what you desire may be just behind your comfort zone, right? And you're invited, Aries, to step through that portal in order to take this divine gifting that's coming in for you. Now, you know, you can see this Ace of Pentacles as a literal energy of like there might actually be a new opportunity, a new commitment, some money coming in, and that kind of thing this week. But you know, the Ace of Pentacles, it's an energy, and it's saying that you have the ability to plant some seeds this week that are going to lead to abundance in terms of your physical materials. Like it could be money, and it could be greater sense of solidity, stability in your life, laying a new foundation, right? That's what you're invited to do. That's what the energy is here for. But it may just be just behind your comfort zone, right? So interesting energy. I love the aces. Remember, they are number one, this time in the suit of Pentacles. So they're the potential, and we need to take inspired action in order to do something with them, in order to, like, you can't just stick seeds in the ground and expect a beautiful crop. We have to go in there and tend to them. And, you know, that's what the King of Wands does. Absolutely knows what kind of opportunities to pursue and what to focus on. That's what he's kind of a master of. So we've got a lot of King and Queen energy all over the place from here on in this reading, guys. So together, the Queen of Swords and the King of Wands says to me, have that vision and clarity to see the opportunities, and then follow those that you feel passionate about, because those are the ones that you can really expand, right? I'm seeing a lot of similarities to the Leo reading here, guys, just saying. You know, the Three of Crystals wants you to create something, to build something, to lay a new foundation with that Ace of Pentacles. And the Queen of Swords is saying, okay, well, you know, strategically have the vision and clarity to see things for what they are, see the big picture, and then make a good strategic decision on how to move forward and how to expand this, right? Because the Emperor over to the side here is saying that, you know, you really have the opportunity here, Aries, to shape your world as you would like it, right? We're stepping out of letting things happen to us, letting life unfold for us, and we're actually becoming the conscious creator here. That's what the Emperor energy is, and it's about taking calculated risks, right? The Emperor is not sort of just a spontaneous risk taker, it's a calculated risk taker. So that's why it's about being in King and Queen energy, because these energies are really, you know, mature and authoritarian, and they all kind of sit at like a vantage point where they can kind of see out over their empire, and from that position make a really good decision for themselves on what to invest their time and energy into in order to grow and expand it, right? So it's about being in a business mindset this week. Now Aries, this Queen of Swords could be an air sign energy. That would be a Gemini, Libra or Aquarius, that somehow might give you some insight, might come through with some truth, with a communication for you, with a piece of this puzzle. But if not, I'm really seeing it as that energy of seeing the big picture, discerning the opportunities that are coming your way, following what lights you up, what's on passion and purpose for you, and then having that kind of eagle-eye laser vision on that in order to turn it into whatever you are desiring. Okay, Aries, in your outcome position here, we've got the Queen of Pentacles now. We have got the Five of Cups and the Page of Swords. Yeah, I mean, this for me says there is progress to be had in terms of generating abundance, of expanding this opportunity for the person who disconnects from the past, and for the person that releases the energy and the disappointments, the sadness of things that haven't worked out in the past. Like, I'm feeling working career here, and maybe some of you have tried to get other little businesses off the ground, or go out on your own before, or step up into like a leadership position, or, you know, try a certain kind of role, whatever it is, and maybe it hasn't worked out in the past. And it's amazing when something doesn't work out once, we can kind of go, oh, okay, I wasn't meant for that, and that's it, I give up. You know, the Five of Cups really is that energy of being stuck in the disappointment of the loss. However, you know, if we just stay in that charge, you know, we then miss the opportunities that are right behind us. So Aries, it's about disconnecting from past disappointments this week. It doesn't exist anymore. You know, Two of Wands disconnects from that past wand as well, and then makes a commitment to seize that Ace of Wands, like the King of Wands is doing, in order to move forward, in order to create, in order to be abundant. Now the Page of Swords is that wind of change. It's that energy that comes in to put some wind into your sails, right? It's time to get into that youthful Page of Swords energy. Yeah, it can be a messenger, air sign messenger, or a younger person that might say something that seeds this for you. But I'm really feeling this is kind of like a newfound sense of enthusiasm, a new breath of fresh air, gust in your sails that goes, you know what, yeah, I need to make some changes here, using that sword to break free, to create boundaries for the inner conflicts, for what's not working for me. You know, number 5 in tarot is the number of conflict. It's also the number of change. And I always say when I see the 5s that change transmutes the conflict, and the Page of Swords is that change, right? It's the commitment to saying, I'm not going to be caught up in the past and my losses. I'm only going to focus forward. And that's when we have a leap in terms of our abundance. Queen of Crystals. So we're already going from an Ace of Pentacles to a Queen of Pentacles, right? So it's going from like infancy to, you know, already expanded, or the promise of, you know, expansion of abundance, because the Queen and King of Pentacles are the masters of that abundance creation. They know the equation. They know how to create and expand and quite effortlessly build a really like solid, comfortable future for themselves. That's what the Queen of Crystals does. You know, she's very practical, methodical, efficient energy, just like the Emperor. So it really is about being in your Aryan energy this week to really get this off the ground, whatever it is. And, you know, not to forget that we've got that 9 of Wands over to the side, which really says whatever is holding you back, whatever is putting you in that kind of fight or flight sort of warrior mode, like, let it go. Let's complete that. I can't talk, sorry. Let's complete that. Let's roll that over to a 10 so we can have a fresh start, a new sense of energy and enthusiasm, and some new wind in our sails to use this energy we see here of awakening for creation. Pretty nice there, Aries. So you're kind of in entrepreneur mode this week. I'm not sure what you're creating, but the energy really is there for it. And you've got all that beautiful, sophisticated king and queen energy, which is really sort of being very discerning, being in your power, stepping up where you need to, seeing the opportunities that come your way, and then using this energy to take the inspired action to move things to the next stage. I mean, you've got your power card here, the Emperor, so I think you're going to be in full Aryan power, really feeling that Mars in Aries this week and just going for it. There's no holding you back this week, Aries. Okay, Aries, I'm going to leave it there, and I do hope you enjoyed the reading. Keep in mind I'm reading for a collective here, so it may not be your reading this week, and if it's not, that's fine. It might be next week instead. Feel free to leave me a comment if you feel called to share. I do read them all and try and respond to them all as well, and it just helps me get to know you guys and connect with your energies. And I'll see you back here for another weekly reading next week.